Another day, another TikTok shop ban. If you click on this video, it's because your shop has been deactivated or you're getting ready for the inevitable shop suspension that is coming your way. Now, I don't like making these videos because they can discourage people from expanding their business to TikTok shop, but I am committed to report the good and also the bad. And yes, I get it, there's a lot of issues right now with this marketplace, but you have to sell everywhere, and TikTok shop can make you a lot of money. So instead of quitting before you start, let's get prepared and ready for what is coming. Most of my shops have been suspended and then later reinstated. Just a few weeks ago, there was a massive glitch that got thousands of accounts suspended for no reason, including mine. You can see this video for more info on that. And a few weeks prior to that, there was another round of suspensions because of copycat violations. Now this one was warranted because there was a lot of people selling knockoffs as if they were the real brand. But although it helped clear out some bad actors, a bunch of legit shops were also caught in this raid. But the newest, fresh off the oven suspension reason is the "we want more information about you" violation. Really, there's no specific reason, they just want to make sure that you are a legit seller, but the way they are enforcing this and trying to get that information has a lot of issues. Hey guys, it's the Ecom Bull here, and in this video we're gonna deep dive into this newer round of suspensions. Why are these suspensions happening and what they want from you to reinstate you. So let's get started in 3, 2, 1, yeah! Alright, so here's how getting one of these violations feels like. So first you're gonna get an email and it's gonna say, this is to inform you that you have received a violation record due to we have noticed activity from your shop that violates our TikTok shop policies. As a result, your shop has been deactivated. The shop has been permanently closed. The settlement and withdrawal of shop earnings is suspended. If you believe the enforcement action was taken in error, you can send an image of your state business registration document and ID card next to a handwritten note with your shop name and the date. We ask that you also provide supporting documents with a minimum of 2 of the following: warehouse documents displaying warehouse address, inventory invoices, bank statements, IRS documents showing registered business name and address, or recent utility bills that show your registered shop name and address. Related policy? I don't know. It doesn't say anything. If you believe the violation has been generated in error or on the basis of inaccurate information, you may file an appeal by raising a ticket through the shop health. We will investigate your case and make changes if applicable. As you can see, there's no specific information about what caused the violation. It just says that they notice activity from your shop that violates our TikTok shop policies. Would you mind telling me which activity you detected that violated which policy? So the next step is going to your TikTok shop seller center and seeing the dreadful message account deactivated. Okay, your account has been deactivated by TikTok shop. Please review your account violations on your shop health. So you will go to your shop health and you will see the violation right there. The violation reason is the same. We have noticed activity from your shop that violates our TikTok shop policies. As a result, your shop has been deactivated. And then the enforcement type is that your shop has been permanently closed and the shop settlements are suspended. So you're not getting the money from the orders that already were delivered and you're just waiting for the disbursement, and you're also not getting the money from the orders that you already shipped and are just waiting to get delivered to get those funds added into the settlement. Alright, so you will not be getting any money. It's completely stopped. Now let me do a little pause here because a lot of people get really scared about the shop settlement suspension. So you still should get your money. It's just gonna take 90 days, all right? Instead of having it next day or next week, you're gonna have to wait 90 days. Unless you were selling counterfeit products and then, they will just not pay you at all. But if your shop didn't get suspended because you were actually doing something illegal, you should get that money in 90 days. Now, TikTok shop, of course, doesn't tell you that. Like, you can't click here anywhere, right? There's no more information about that. A TikTok representative told me about the 90 days, and then it was confirmed by a fellow seller that went through all of this. Now you have 2 options. You can see the violation details and also appeal it. Alright, so the violation details are basically the same thing that's said on the email. They want you to send them an image of your state business registration document and an ID card next to a handwritten note with your shop name and the date. Why are they doing this? Well, TikTok Shop has not made any public statements about this, but if you sign up for a TikTok Shop, you probably notice how easy and fast it is to just start a new shop. You basically have two options. You can sign up as an individual with your social security number or as a company with an EIN number. And then you also need to put your social security number because you're the representative of that company. Once you submit those documents and click on sign up, within 15 minutes to an hour, your shop is already approved and you can start selling. Well, you still need to add your bank account if you want to get paid, but you don't even need to add your bank account at the beginning. You can start having orders and add your bank account later, but you do need to add your tax information. But that's very limited information that they are asking you. And they are making it this simple because they just want volume. They just want a bunch of merchants to start selling on TikTok Shop. But with volume comes problems because there has been so many cases of identity theft. People have been opening stores under other people's name with information that they just find on the internet because it's so easy. And then they will start selling counterfeits or even making accounts in United States while they live in some other country that is not allowed to sell on TikTok Shop. If you compare it with a more mature marketplace like Amazon, to start selling on Amazon, you actually have to go through a bunch of hoops. You have to send out all of your information beforehand, before you can even list products and start selling them. I remember when I started selling on Amazon about 15 years ago, it took me 3 months to start selling my first product. That's how rigorous their investigations were. And now it's a little bit faster. Now it just takes like between 1 and 3 weeks in some cases. But you can see how that's a big difference between these two marketplaces. But the truth is that TikTok Shop does need all of that information because they need to verify their sellers. And my theory is that TikTok Shop is trying to catch up to all of that information, which is necessary, but the way they are doing it is so effed up. Because instead of giving you a notification, hey, you have 2 weeks to submit this information, or we're gonna have to pause your store. Not even ban, we're gonna have to pause your store until you submit this documentation. You know, you are innocent until proven guilty, right? But no, they will just ban your store, stop the payments, stop everything, and give you a violation. And the only way to submit those documents is by appealing the violation. And this is another problem because you can only appeal a violation twice. All right, so right now, TikTok is determining that you are guilty. Now try to appeal it, but you only have 2 chances. And speaking from experience, you might send them the documents that they ask for and they will just not accept it. And then you appeal it the second time, send the same exact documents and they will accept it. Like there's no, I don't know who's checking this stuff, but maybe there's like a good cop and then also a bad cop. The bad cop always rejects all appeals and then the good cop approves every appeal. I don't know how it is. And also I noticed that the violation that you get is the same whether you are an individual or if you are a business. And that's another problem because look at what they are asking you. They are asking you for an image of your state business registration document and ID card. In my case, this was no problem because I registered as a company and I could submit all of this and it got approved. But if you're an individual, how are you gonna send the state business registration document? So individual sellers that got this, instead of clicking on the appeal button and submitting the registration or saying, oh no, I don't have the business registration because I'm an individual, instead of that, they actually have to open a ticket and talk with support and then explain their situation, how these requests do not apply to them because they are an individual seller, and hope for the good cop to understand their situation and actually guide them forward. But chances are that you're just gonna get a canned response saying that you have to submit all of that documentation again and again and again. Now, my recommendation in these cases is that you keep the ticket open, and it can be open for weeks. Just every time they respond with the same thing, you tell them, no, this is not my situation. I am trying to tell you that this doesn't apply to me, right? And just keep the conversation open, until you actually get a valid response. Assuming that you didn't do anything wrong. If you actually did something illegal, just shut up and get out, right? Now you might be wondering, why do some shops get banned before others? Well, I actually have a theory for this, and I'm sure that every shop is going to have to eventually send this information. I just hope that they improve the system, right? But I noticed that most of the shops that are getting banned right now is because the system detects something about the shipping warehouses. Like if you're using a third-party logistics, which is perfectly legal, by the way, it's actually allowed on TikTok Shop to use a third-party logistics. A lot of companies, especially big ones, they don't ship from their offices. They actually have warehouses and companies that store all of their products and just ship them to the customers. The only important thing is that they have to be in United States if you're selling in United States, okay? You cannot be drop shipping from China or try to cheat the system by using shipping tracking maskers. But you can have multiple warehouses. But I think that when the system detects that you are in one location, but your warehouse is in another state, like far away, it raises a flag, and then they send you that so you can validate that you are a real seller. So yeah, horrible way to approach this. But again, it's also happening to people that haven't even listed a product. They opened the shop yesterday and today it is already banned because they detected suspicious activity. And they haven't even added any apps to the shop, or they haven't even added any products, like nothing. It just happens. So I don't know for sure, but I have my theories. And if you're going to appeal that violation, just make sure that the documents that you send them are completely unedited. So if they are asking you for an image of your state business registration and your ID card next to a note, all right, don't fake it with Photoshop. Take the photo with your phone, convert it into a JPEG, and send it to them. If they are asking you for a specific document, print it, take a photo, so they know it's real, right? And send it to them. A lot of times when you download a PDF document and then just hide some information just so TikTok doesn't see it, you basically alter it a little bit, they will tell you that it's an invalid document, okay, and that they cannot use it. So you have to send it with no manipulation. Now every case is a little bit different. Plus TikTok keeps changing their policies and their regulations all the time. So I made a new channel on the eCommerce Discord server specifically for TikTok Shop, where you can all post your situations and your solutions, what worked for you, what didn't work, so we can all help each other. The link to the Discord server will be in the description of the video. Now thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. Like if you got some value out of this video, subscribe to the channel for more e-commerce content, and watch this video because it's also about TikTok Shop and I'm sure you're gonna like it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm out.